former Catholic Memorial manager. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm good. It's good to be here.
Yeah. Just so you know, you guys got to talk a little bit. We're kind of ragtag today. We got guys sharing mics in here. We got a full house, so should be an interesting one today. I'll start with Mike. One of my favorite stories I've written for ESPN in my 3 years here. Mike, had a pretty serious cancer scare with his mother, and came up with this idea to raise money for cancer research. He was going to shoot a basketball for 24 hours straight at the gym at CM, and I was there to chronicle all 24 hours. Having not lifted a finger for a shot, I was mentally as drained as you. I know you were hurting. Your wrist was all over the place. Your foot, everything. One of the craziest stories I've ever done, and I loved every minute of it. So that's 24 hours. I'll never have it back. But the story got a lot of play nationally. Yahoo Sports picked it up. We were on the front page of ESPN.com for it. One of the prouder moments of my career. I know it's one of the prouder moments of your career as well. Right. But I know you've been trying to turn this thing into a bigger idea. What have you been doing? What have you been doing lately with the organization, and what are you looking to do next?
Well, right now we're trying to get more schools to participate in our program, and we're not going to do one shooter in 24 hours anymore because that poses too many problems. So
I wonder.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is we're either going to do 24 hours, 8 shooters in 3-hour shifts, mm-hmm. to keep it, a difficult thing to do, but mm-hmm. Make it much more reasonable. And the other thing we're trying to do is pay-to-play tournaments where kids make 3-on-3 teams, $10 a player, and we're trying to spread that to towns all across Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. And actually today I'm meeting with Walpole High School right after I leave here, and we're talking to Newton North. We have Quinnipiac University in Connecticut, and we're just trying to get as many schools to add on as possible.
Awesome. And the website is?
The website's under construction right now. We're working off a Facebook page because we don't have the funding for the website yet. That's a big thing that, after this spring's events, we're going to have a little bit more money to order more T-shirts to sell, order hats to sell. Right now we're kind of pigeonholed, but we're working on that. And, I know it's going to be a process to make a Shot for Life as big as it can be, but please believe me when I say we're not going to stop until it's as big as it can possibly be. Yeah.
Now, I know after you finished the feat, 24 mm-hmm. hours, you were dead. You were hurt for months, from what I understand.
Yes, I'm still hurt. Yeah.
You still hurt.
Yes.
Do you ever plan on doing anything in that realm again? Would you ever attempt that feat again?
I mean, never say never, but I don't know. It took a lot out of me, mentally, physically, emotionally. Yeah. I mean, it was the hardest thing I've ever went through. I shot for 20 of the 24 hours on a torn wrist, which is still torn. So I don't know.
And this was April 2011, and it's still torn.
And it's still torn.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
So, I don't want to say I would never do it again. If the circumstances were right, I would do it again. Maybe being in a big time arena to raise a lot more money, I would do it again. That might be the only way.
Yeah.
But right now the plan is a Shot for Life can't be synonymous with me. I think a Shot for Life needs to outgrow me. So that's why we have to do all these events that my name isn't necessarily involved with. Because my goal for a Shot for Life is that it can grow to the size of Live Strong, so that it can grow to the size of American Cancer Society. And it's not going to do that with just me doing 24 hours all the time. So right now the goal is to spread the company and make the organization much bigger. And whether I do 24 hours again down the road, we'll see.
And the cause is still the same, the cancer research.
Yep, cancer research. But a Shot for Life is very broad, so we're not just stuck on brain cancer. We're going to leave it up to the schools to decide. So if, say, the coach there has had a tie with breast cancer or something, whatever the school wants to focus on, we're going to allow them to focus on.
Cool. So that's a Shot for Life, up and coming charity here. I every time I see you, man, I just can't help smiling. Yeah. It's such a bright, energetic.